All right, Coach. Rough weekend in the win-loss column, but doesn't really look that way on paper, considering how well that y'all played on Saturday against West Texas A&M. Starting with the Lubbock Christian game, just give me your overall thoughts on your team's performance this weekend.
Overall, I thought, we ended on a high note. I don't know, you kind of said it. It's probably after a loss, the temperament and the mood of the team after we got done feeling what you feel after a loss, I think was pretty positive. That was the best I think we've played this semester, and it looked a lot like the team we had in the first semester. We're just a few bodies short right now, and I wish I had a different answer than that right now, but when you have 9 guys suited out and 4 guys foul out and you got 5 left on the court, it makes it really challenging. We get to overtime against the number 1 team in the country and 3 starters are fouled out, and we've got guys in the game that haven't really played much this year. And so, I was really proud of the way they competed and hung in there and tried to give ourselves a chance to win that game. I think we got a lot positively to take from that weekend with the way we finished the weekend. Now, at the start of the weekend, obviously the Thursday game was not pretty. I mean, we could not hit a shot. We were 2 for 13 from the 3. Credit Lubbock Christian defensively. I thought they had a great game plan. We weren't hitting shots, so they started packing it in even more than what they normally do to keep us out of the paint. And, I think part of it, and I've talked to a lot of people, it's just we're riding our guys a lot of miles right now, and we've got about 4 or 5 guys that are playing about 35 minutes a night plus every night. And I don't know if it's a fatigue deal. I don't know if, legs are catching up at this stage with us playing so many guys heavy minutes. For our shots to not fall, because we've been one of the best teams in the league in 3-point shooting. When we hit shots, that's what helps our inside guys as well. And so, Thursday was challenging for that. And then, defensively, I just didn't think we were who we normally are and who we're capable of being. And I thought we got that corrected going into the WT game. So I'm just hoping that we can bottle up whatever we found on Saturday and we can use it the rest of the way. Because I do think the basketball we played on Saturday, we can win a lot of games down the stretch if we can find that again.
Coach, you talk about how y'all are still just kind of beat up. Like, are we expecting anybody back come the next 2 games this week?
I don't have a good answer for that. It seems like it's been day to day. Last Monday, we were at 11 guys for the first time in 3 weeks, and by the end of Monday, we were back down to 9 guys again. And so, I don't have a great answer for you on that. We've been practicing for the last 4 weeks with 9 players, and it's hard to get things done when you can't go 5-on-5 in your prep, or when we're trying to work on offensive changes to go against the defense we're getting ready to play. We got 9 guys out there, and that's what it looks to be again today. So as of today, this morning, we're still at 9. And I'm hoping by the time we get to Thursday, we get a body or 2 back. But it's just been so day to day, and I wish I could say and point at something, but it's been so bizarre, some of the injuries we've had. I mean, we've been in a game and someone fell on a kid's ankle and fractured his ankle. We had a kid get a rebound and he lands and he gets a Jones fracture in his foot. And so I wish I could say, hey, there's something we're doing that's causing this. That's the easy thing that you want, is you want to be able to blame something. You want to find reason. You want to find answers. And, for us, what is it, bad luck? I don't know what you want to call it right now, but I do know the guys that we have, the guys that are healthy, the guys that are playing, they're competing their tails off, and I've been really proud of the way they've conducted themselves.
And last question here from me, Coach. Not really a question, but just go ahead and talk about Kevon Godwin for a second. I know he scored his 1,000th point in the Rams uniform. It's a really big deal, so just going to ask your thoughts about it.
Yeah, and I texted him Saturday night after our game as well. I heard our PA guy and score table guy, they were all kind of chirping while it was going on. He's only this many points away, he's only this many points away. And I wanted to turn to them and tell them to knock it off because we're trying to win a game right now. But no, really proud of him. He's come a long way. I'll tell you that, from when I got here to where he's at today. He's a completely different player. I think he's really the guy that if you walk in our gym, he's always in there putting work in, putting extra work in. He really works on his craft. Really proud of what he's done. I've been fortunate that we inherited him and to be a part of a lot of those 1,000 points. I hope he's got plenty more points left in him, because we really need him down the stretch right now. And it was good to see. He's been in a little bit of a funk the last 4 or 5 games, and I was glad to kind of see him shake that on Saturday. And I'm hoping we get the best basketball out of him as we move down the stretch of our season.
And then going back to WT, even with the injuries, y'all took the #1 team in the nation to overtime. And for the most part, that was y'all's game. Then we get into foul trouble. How do those guys that are stepping up close out in those tight moments where y'all maybe close it to another tie game or take that overtime win?
You know, that's the challenge right now is we had some lineups on the floor kind of the last 3 minutes of regulation and overtime that we just haven't even practiced with at this stage. And so we're trying to, patch it and make it up on the fly and do the best we can to try to put them in position to be success. But, we're just running into some lineups and things right now that we haven't even practiced. So, I told our staff after the game we need to try to work on some unique things to where when we have 5 guys on the floor, no matter what 5 it is, we can run certain things offensively and we can be a little bit more organized. Going into a game, you never imagine that it's going to be like that to what it was towards the end with the lineup that we had. We had 4 guards on the floor and, Chris Buchurst at the 5. We haven't practiced that lineup this year. Willie Guy's our point guard. We were running him at the 4 spot, at the small forward spot for a little bit because we had nobody else at that spot at that stage. We've never once thought about playing Willie as a post, but, we had to throw him out there because we knew he knew the plays at that spot. And so, we were just trying to stay as organized as possible. But, I don't know. I think we got to work on some different scenarios with lineups to maybe prepare ourselves better for that. But the challenging thing's been is, who we've started with on Monday has not been who we've had on Thursday. So, we had gone into the week wanting to practice, a little bit of a lineup change and practice with Everson and Shamar on the floor together to go smaller for both Lubbock and WT to kind of size down for that kind of game. And then we lose Everson to a concussion on Monday, and we don't know that till after practice. So, I was a little frustrated Monday, after practice. I went in and slammed our office door and I just said, hey, let's just lock all these guys up until Thursday and maybe we get everybody there and just make it up on the fly, because that's how I feel like it's been at times. It's like we get in the game, and in the game is when we run into the hardest scenarios. And so, that's where I credit our guys is, it's hard for all of us right now, players, staff, everybody, when we get into those scenarios at times, and they're doing the best they can. We're going to keep trying to help them. We're going to keep trying to put them in position. The thing I can comment on the most is if we compete to that level, the level that everybody saw on Saturday, then I think we got a great chance in every game we got left on our schedule. And that's what we're going to try to go out and do this week is, channel that into Cameron this week.
And then speaking on that level y'all are playing, y'all are hosting Cameron and Midwestern State, 2 teams that y'all can definitely get the win because we saw that Saturday. What's the message to the team to just keep them locked in and really focused?
Well, we said as soon as the game was over, we need to bottle up whatever we found on Saturday, and we need to have it for Thursday against Cameron. They're doing an unbelievable job. Coach O'Connor is my vote for Conference Coach of the Year right now. They won 4 games total, 2 league games last year, and he's right up there towards the top of the standings. So, there is no question in my mind who the Coach of the Year in our league is right now, and he's in Cameron. And so, our hands are going to be full. I think they're very athletic. Their guards are really good. We got our hands full as far as what we got to do defensively to go against them. But, that was another game that we went on the road, and Kevon Godwin didn't play in that game. So, one of our top guys scoring-wise didn't even play. And so, again, we played that game as a complete patch job as well. So I'm just hoping we have some consistency in who we can play. And maybe we can game plan a little better to get ready for both of these games this week. But, I'm excited to compete. There's a lot of season left for us. We're right there still in the thick of it as far as regional tournament standings and conference tournament standings as well. And so our guys know how important these games are this week.
Thank you, Coach.
Yep. Thank you, guys.